Hey friends, I hope you are enjoying your holiday season. I know we have a lot of friends and followers on Instagram and YouTube with varying beliefs. Some celebrate this Christmas season, some do not. To each his own, and that's okay. But I think the common thread that probably runs through, or should run through, every religious family, non-religious family, it just really connects families, are traditions. And so many people have asked me recently some questions that prompted me to publish this video. Some have asked me, what are your family traditions? What are your favorite family traditions? How do you even start to have traditions? I don't know where to start. Or my family didn't carry on traditions, or I came from a broken home or a foster home. All these scenarios can lead us to wonder, what's the big deal with traditions? Let me tell you, they are a big deal, and you can start now. Whether your family has carried on traditions for years, or you want to start your own, or you don't know where to start, I sure hope this video will help you out. One of the things that we do is to send, and we love to receive, Christmas cards. These are the two I've received just today. It's a big deal for me to get Christmas cards. You know, our son John Boy brings them in from the mail because he is our mail guy. And I get my coffee, the mail comes in the mornings, so I get my second or third cup of coffee, and I sit down with the cards that have come that day. And if you'll watch the video that's linked above, you'll understand that cards are important for me to send as well. We have sent cards even in very hard financial years. This may seem wasteful to some folks, but I hope that the video will explain our reasoning for that. Christmas cards, Christmas greetings, visits to shut-ins. That reminds me, I have another video that I will link above. And it explains how we show hospitality and how we have through the years. Many different ways. So really, this video and that one are kind of paired together to help each other, to help you understand our perspective on traditions. I've assembled a few clips and asked some family members to talk to us about how they feel about our traditions.
Hey y'all. One of the Christmas traditions that we have in our house is watching Christmas movies. And when I say we watch Christmas movies, we watch a lot of Christmas movies. We probably have 15 or 20 different movies that we try to watch every year. And we have movies that range all the way from the cartoons like Frosty the Snowman, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the old versions that you guys might remember when I was a kid, then maybe you were a kid too. But we also watch movies of throughout the ages. We watch the old movies, Miracle on 34th Street, the old version, It's a Wonderful Life. We watch Bing Crosby in White Christmas every year, but then we watch some of the new ones, the Santa Claus movies with Tim Allen. Kids really love those, and those are pretty funny movies. But that's one of the Christmas traditions that we have, is watching just all kinds of Christmas movies throughout the Christmas season. Just one more thing for you guys to think about as you start setting traditions, or maybe thinking of adding traditions to your family at Christmas.
We want to tell you about what we do, a little thing we started having theme nights. We did this several years ago. And
several years ago.
we did this.
We've been doing it for
I know, well,
10 years.
several.
many years.
Well, do you remember why? Do you remember why we started, Dad?
Oh yeah.
You do? Well, then you tell it.
Well, we started because wasn't it because the big boys they just couldn't wait to open presents, so they just couldn't wait to open presents. So we started having a theme night leading up the week leading up to Christmas, and every night we would have a different gift theme night.
You know, the things we're telling you are just our journey and the paths that we're taking, have taken. So if you choose to do something different, that's fine. And but maybe, you know, if our suggestions help you, then then that's great too. So, but the theme nights that we do and the things we pretty much stick to. Hey, what's going on with you? Okay, sit up.
Come on.
Let's see if everybody can name one. Let's see if everybody can name one theme night. So, little Missy, can you name one that we do? Okay, John Boy, can you name one quickly? Pajama night. Now, please note that these aren't nights where they get any toys or a bunch of, you know, stuff like that. In fact, the nights can seem sometimes pretty unexciting to some children if they choose to be unexcited, but that's their prerogative. So pajama night is one night. So every year we have a pajama night and everybody gets a new pair of pajamas. And, you know, and our kids, littles wear bear suits. You just a minute. And so, you know, and the older kids, you know, they don't get pajamas necessarily, but I always ask them, what do you need? You know, any kind of underwear, socks, and t-shirts or whatever.
You went there.
So I did. I said underwear. I said it on public. I said underwear.
We need a censored.
Yeah, we did. So the next nights are, what's one? Name one. Game night. So they get, you got another one. Well, let's talk about this one first. So game night is where we do this according to what we can afford each year. So maybe one year we can afford a couple of games. And these are family games. It's a family gift. So usually it's one present, right, on game night.
Well,
I mean, so it's one present and everybody just has to share in the excitement of opening it.
Well, and some years we didn't get a game, but we set aside a day on the weekend leading up to Christmas to do game night or a day, and we just played games together as a family. So that one wasn't always a get a new game. It could be just spending that time together as a family, playing games and having fun together.
Which we do anyway through this season, but what he's talking about is set aside specifically, let everybody know that's what we're doing that night. So we've done that on years we didn't need any more games or we couldn't afford any more games. So, and then there have been years we've gotten 2 or 3 games, so it's what you can afford. Okay, little Missy, what's another one?
Lights night.
Lights night, yes. Now that's something we've really started recently because we live in a place, we're near Nashville, Tennessee, and we live in an area where we can go see a lot of big light displays. You'll sit right here. And so little Missy loves that, don't you? Lights night. Okay, what's another one? Here,
movie night.
Let them see your face, babe.
Movie night.
Movie night. And in another clip on this same video, Mr. Patient talks about movies and the tradition of watching movies, and we make sure we watch them. Movie night is when we get a new one as a family. It can be one as a family, and there's been years where I've gotten them at Goodwill, at thrift stores, and then I had 5 or 6 that everybody opened. So, movie night. Oh, can I say, and they're not necessarily Christmas movies that we get on movie night. It's movies to watch throughout the year.
Yeah, because a couple of years ago, I sat down and made a list of the older classic movies because here again, this is Heritage Ways, and we like heritage. We like older stuff. I made a list of the old classic movies like Singing in the Rain and Fiddler on the Roof and Brigadoon. So I've got
Oklahoma
this
Carousel.
Oklahoma
all
Carousel.
those.
So I've got a list of these old movies that I buy 2 or 3 of them every year for the past couple of years for the movie night, just so that we can get a large collection of classic movies. There's one that
There's one I want this year, and I'm hoping.
Well,
can I send you a signal in your brain
you're
right now?
talking about the movies?
Yeah.
I was getting ready to go to the next theme night that I can't believe anybody's even thought about.
Well, but wait.
Actually,
Can I send
there's
you
two more.
an ESP thing and tell you what I want this year? Oh, you're not catching on.
Tell the whole world.
I don't get it.
Horace Vandergelder. There's your hint.
Oh. Hello,
okay, no.
Dolly.
Oh, you're not supposed to say because we're supposed to be surprised when you give it to us.
Well, just because you said it don't mean I'm getting it.
Oh, y'all, right. Horace Vandergelder, you go your way and I'll go my way. Okay, well, anyway.
I got one.
What is another one? Yes.
Toy night.
No, we don't have toy night.
There's not a toy night.
Firework night.
That's Christmas morning.
There's not a firework night.
There's two that I can think of.
Okay, but we're not done. Go ahead. Go ahead. Nobody?
Really?
Well, I got it.
I got it.
I got one. Go.
Sweets night.
Yes. We've done different things.
Yeah, sweets nights, we've done different things. Some years we have sweets, like open up a gift and it's sweets. There's been years where we've gotten into the kitchen and invaded Katie's kitchen and made sweets, made cookies or something like that as a family, and then we sat down and enjoy them together.
One year I bought a cheesecake because we live in a town that has a great bakery now.
Oh, yeah.
And we love our pink boxes. Ornament night.
Yep.
Here's where that tradition came from. My family growing up, I mean, I grew up with a cedar Christmas tree that, we went out back and Daddy cut down. So I grew up with homemade ornaments and, ornaments on the tree that you made in public school and somebody knitted or crocheted at church. And so every year we had an ornament. And it's not something Mama went and bought, but it's either something we made at school or church or whatever. So when we got married, that's what I wanted us to do. Because he didn't come into the marriage with a box of ornaments like I did.
Yeah, my family didn't do that.
And so he adopted my tradition, and we enjoy doing that. So every year since our oldest was born, since we've been married, we bought ornaments. So in other words, he would buy me one, I'd buy him one, and
she
then
would buy all the kids one.
I would buy for all the kids, and so yeah, that's right. So now another tradition that we can hand down literally is when our children get married. Like, for example, this is the last Christmas that one of our children is going to be unmarried, and I will I know, and I will box when I pick up all the Christmas decorations. When I undecorate the tree, I'll box them up and I'll give them to him, and he will have a start for his own tree. So he'll be 22. Well, he's 21 now, so he'll have 21 plus ornaments. Because some years you have more than one because of arts and crafts. So he'll have 21 plus sentimental ornaments to start to hang on his tree next year. So that's what we do. Do we buy Hallmark type or whatever? Yes, we do that. We make them. Some years we make them.
Last year we made them. You bought just some little glass balls, and each person decorated them with paint pens
and thumbprints and stuff. It's a Pinterest idea. So those are our theme nights.
I wouldn't say that a particular tradition is one of my favorites. It would be hard to pick. The holiday of Christmas itself to me is special because that is the one holiday where everyone makes sure they are home. and that is important to me, family being together. If I had to pick a tradition, it wouldn't be just one. It would be the days leading up till Christmas, the day Dad is off work, and the days we are spending giving gifts, playing games, eating food. We are just together as a family constantly. And for many that can be overwhelming, but for me that is a time when I really enjoy everyone being together, everyone catching up with each other, and we just being together and fellowshipping. So if I was to pick one tradition, I would just have to say the days leading up to Christmas, because those days leading up to Christmas have given me many memories and many times that I really enjoyed and that I can take with me the rest of my life and hopefully recreate with my new family.
That's a hard question for me to answer, because when I think of Christmas, I think of all the traditions as a whole. I don't necessarily think of each individual thing. I think of just everything that we do throughout the season that makes it one tradition. We do things like media night, movie night, game night, stuff like that, where the parents give presents up to Christmas Day. So that's always been fun. And then, of course, there's always the food that Mom likes to cook for us. Let's see, what else? And then just playing board games with the family and hanging out, just having a fun time and enjoying each other's company. And then for Christmas Day, we always wake up, we open some presents, and then we have a very big breakfast, and that's always very enjoyable. And then after that, we go and we'll usually finish opening presents, or if we've opened them all, then we'll go and open the stocking presents. And so my favorite family tradition is just the whole Christmas idea and everything that we do during the Christmas season. It really just wraps it all into one tradition for me, so that's how I feel about it.
So, Christmas traditions. You know, when I think of Christmas growing up, it was really, we stopped doing schoolwork the 1st of December. Sometimes, depending on how busy we were, it might have been a little bit before that. And Mom would make homemade gingerbread, and we'd make gingerbread houses. I remember one year we made like a gingerbread city with a clock tower and power lines and everything. Christmas to me isn't really just one thing, because of the way we had Christmas growing up. I mean, for me, it's I don't know. It's the fact of being in a really, really cold house that it was near impossible to heat up, with a comforter wrapped around you like a king walking around the house. You'd have this big comforter and everything. Everybody, I mean, me and Morgan and Owen, I mean, we'd all be walking around with our own blankets, sweeping the floor with our blankets from our bed. And we'd be downstairs playing board games all the time. I mean, our Christmas Day was actually just playing board games. And that's some of the best memories. We would have all kinds of delicacies, if you would. I mean, we'd have some crab and shrimp, and if you want to call hot pockets and pizza rolls delicacies. That's kind of what our Christmas Day was. It was just Mom wasn't in the kitchen that much, and we were just we'd be snacking on random stuff and just playing board games all day, just spending time with each other. When I think of Christmas, that's kind of really what I think of, just the whole spending time with each other thing. We would go out and do things for other people. I know some of the things that we did while I was growing up really inspired me and my family. Last year, I think it was, we made cookies, and it was sugar cookies of all types and everything. And we took them to the local police department and fire department and everything. And our little girl, Lily, she's 2 at the time. She got to see the fire truck and stuff, and that was just neat. And kind of, I'm just kind of thinking of how that kind of rolls over into my family. But yeah, mostly for me, when it comes to Christmas traditions, it's mostly just nostalgia of all the fun stuff that we did, and just mainly just spending time with each other. That meant more to me than anything else really did, to be honest. So yeah.
What am I doing? Making mashed potatoes, Uncle Pete style. He always heated up his cream and butter on the stove so it'd be hot, and then he always used white pepper. So he taught me how, and that's what I'm making. We've got, let's see, Thanksgiving 2011 at our house. We got turkey and gravy, cream corn, homemade rolls, mashed potatoes, green beans, cranberry sauce, oyster dressing, scalloped oysters, I guess it's called, squash casserole, pineapple casserole, tea, pumpkin pie, whipped cream, and lemon meringue pie. Everything's homemade except for the pie shell. Yeah. So happy Thanksgiving. I'm glad all 8 of us are here.